Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mythic Ocean, where we are continuing our exploration of this world as we meet the different reborn gods who are scattered through this ocean paradise. So far, everyone we've met has just been full of interesting takes on the world, interesting dilemmas that they are facing, and we've already bumped into two different gods, Little Lutra and the twins, and we are doing what we can to try to influence them, hopefully in a good direction, to possibly end up shaping the new world. I have no idea how that's going to work, but we have three other gods to meet. We have more relics from the past in the pages that we need to discover so that we can try to understand the history of the different realms, the worlds that were and either worked or didn't for different reasons. And we've got more places to explore, so let's head to Eel Kingdom next. Considering Eel has been one of our companions. Oh, so we came from Eel Kingdom, I see. Interesting. What else can I find? You can see Eel. There's the Moss Cavern. Have I gone to Kelp Forest yet? I don't think I have. That would probably be a great place for Lutra to go. Alright, so let's go to Kelp Forest. I mean, if little Lutra just needs kelp to eat. My very first impulse was to completely freak out in fear of bumping ourselves into some of those creatures in Subnautica. But now that that is out of the way... Oh yeah. Dancing to the beat. Whoa! Hey there, stranger. Never seen you before. How'd you find the party? He's adorable. Looks like an otter. You know what? Scratch that. Forget I asked. Everyone's welcome in the forest, no matter how they got here. Let's talk somewhere a little quieter, huh? Follow me. What's going on here? Hey! That's where the little fish wanted to come and have a party, right? Look at all this. Flash. I must be your lucky day, buddy. You didn't know me before, but now you do. You're talking to the life of the party right here. Ask anyone else in the forest, they'll tell ya. That's okay, I believe you. Of course you do. You know a hotshot when you see one, right? Have a good time here, pal. You deserve it. Oh my gosh. And look at all of the little seahorses. Oh my goodness. And who's this? Glitter and Flash. Wow. Wow, look at all of the schools of fish in the background. Why, hello. Poor thing. You've never met me before, have you? Oh my gosh. What's going on with that geyser of water, by the way? I'm the life of the party around here, my dear. There's no celebration if I'm not present, and don't you forget it. I'll keep that in mind, or I thought Flash was the life of the party. Why not see what they do? You thought who was? Utter rubbish. Don't believe lies like that. They'll rot your head. I am the one and only, dear. Take my word for it. Right, will do. Oh, I've never really been one for these kinds of parties, so this is interesting. Alright, let's see what else we can find as we work our way over to that. Oh, what's going on? The breakdancing crab! What? Hello? Zam. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the zone. There's only one rule here. Always have fun. If I catch you not having fun, well, you'll be in trouble, okay? Oh my gosh, there's a breakdancing crab. Just having a good time here at this party zone. I mean, in theory, a party zone should be fine, but what'll happen with everybody here? Let's see. Oh, a swordfish. Pout. Don't you just hate dolphins? No? They think they're so great, and everyone should be overjoyed to see every little silly thing they do. Well, you know, when you put it like that, I could see why you could be jealous, but really, that's not the way to look at life. You want to say bad stuff about them behind their back? Not really. Bold choice. We can insult one to its face instead. Pout. Why don't you tell that dolphin over there that I hate its clicks and it would never beat me in a fight? No. And where'd the dolphin go? So here's the dolphin. Flip. Pout and flip. Hey there, I'm just getting in my daily delight routine. A couple of splishes, then some splashes. Throw in a few flips and tricks. That's fitness that puts a smile on your face. The swordfish says it hates your clicks and you would never beat it in a fight. I have to go now, see you around. I am not going to get them in a fight. Oh my gracious. Alright, what's over here? Oh, I talked to these two fish. Alright, are there any... Do I need to find... Oh, I think I found There's 3 pages. Oh, interesting. The lights don't show up on my sonar. Look at that. I have to physically find them. And here I thought my sonar would show them. All right, let's come up here. Era 4 already. Well, I guess there's multiple gods, and they might all have a different opportunity to create the world. Petition. Everyone is being watched now. The creator's eyes are everywhere. Technological marvels allow the mortals to visit stunningly realistic virtual worlds. But the creator is tracking their behavior even in these simulated spaces. There's no escape from the surveillance. So far it's been everything about strict rules. It's been a lot. Can I find more? Yeah, it's been a lot about really, really strict rules. There's been quite a bit about... Oh, look! I think a dolphin is playing with another one of the memories. Alright, we have to chase it. Come on, I need that. Alright, we caught it. It's mostly been strict rules and surveillance out of everyone who has had a chance to be here. Alright, where? Ah, there it is. Nothing about the life of the party guy, but I'm still kind of worried about that. Era 4, Section 2. Stifled visions. The mortals aren't allowed ownership of their ideas anymore. All new inventions and processes are to be developed by the creator and their closest associates only. I know people who wish to fight this, but they're too scared. The consequences will be too severe. I can't blame them. Balance? Maybe it's not so much about having one god create things. Maybe it's about watching as they work together. Checks and balances. What the heck is this thing? This is a weird thing. This is a very weird thing. Whoa, like, what kind of hidden message are we getting about the life of the party there, right? Okay, let's keep looking around. I want to make sure that we find all of the information we can. There's just one piece missing. Let's see, is it amongst the crabs? Hiding in a crevice? Hiding under somebody's little crustacean shell? What about up here? Wow! Wow! They're trees! These things are tree roots for trees that have grown in this kelp forest. How amazing is that? Oh my gosh. Alright, well, no answers there. We caught the dolphin who had the memory. This would go to the Eel Kingdom. I don't want to head out of here. I do want to go and find my way over. Maybe the last piece is actually hiding. I feel like if I have lost, oh my gosh, my memories, then it's very, very important to spend time collecting the evidence of the past so that I can make good decisions about the future. Wow, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. What a place to discover. Alright, let's talk to this god. Ah, that's better. I love being in a big crowd, but sometimes it's nice to take a break too, you know? Oh, I'm Amar, by the way. I've got a game I like to play with people I've just met. You up for it? Maybe. What kind of game? It's pretty simple. I have some fun questions I want to ask you to get to know you better. Well, I've been playing that game with everybody so far, so I guess that's fair. I'll tell you my thoughts on each one, so you'll get to know me better too. Just answer in the way that fits you best. Don't think about it too much. Okay, I'm ready. Great, now which one should we start with? Oh, it's really fascinating to see when their powers peak like that. Okay, I got it. What's something you wish you had more time for? Being with friends and eating good food, exploring the world and seeing new places, learning new things and getting work done. Exploring the world and seeing new places, honestly. Every time I've ever traveled, it's changed me. An adventurous answer. I've had many friends who love to travel, but I can't quite relate. There's so much to do in my own backyard, and I don't really feel the need to see tons of other places. Plus, it's a lot of work. So, sea urchins, crabs, or kelp? Definitely kelp. Black, really? I gotta say, I'm not a fan of veggies, pal. Is that why you keep so many fish around you? Because that's a little ominous. But that's okay. Everything's got a place in the food chain, and it all starts with the plants. Okay, what's up next? Also, was that a threat? Yeah, this is a good one. What job would you be really bad at? Hosting social events, writing research papers, being a professional athlete. I think being a professional athlete, mostly because, well, there'd be so many rules and regulations and so much training. Social events could be really fun, especially if I was teaching people about giraffes. Writing research papers I've done before, and I actually enjoy the thoughtful thoroughness of it. So athletics. That's very honest. I feel like tons of folk like to believe they could be pro athletes. They watch someone else and say, yeah, I could do that, but it's much harder than it looks, right? I mean, I'm pretty fit and fast enough to beat most anyone in the ocean in the race. But nope, there I go again, fooling myself into thinking I could do it. I just don't have the discipline. I'd be terrible too. So a god of joy I don't think would have the discipline to perhaps lead a world. Okay, how about this? Deep sea diving, coral reef sightseeing, or floating on your back with the sun on your belly. Coral reef tour, I love seeing nature in all of its splendor. Deep sea diving sounds exciting. Back floating in the sun, I could relax like that forever. Coral reef tour, I would really love to see all of the different plants and animals that would be there. I agree, nature's beautiful. I can't get enough of it. And even I have to admit that there's a lot out there to see beside the Kelp Forest. There is, in fact, a coral reef here in the ocean, if you didn't know, worth seeing at least once. Let's see, I want to give you a couple slightly heavier ones now. I don't know, guys, I feel like you're kind of lured in a little deeper and a little deeper at a time before the big questions land. What does it take to change your point of view on something? Someone close to me has to make me see it another way. I need enough hard evidence to convince me. I usually don't change my mind unless I absolutely have to. I need hard evidence myself. Sometimes the people close to me don't always have the decisions that I would agree with, and I do change my mind whenever the world, in my view, changes, and that can happen pretty often. Life is a lot more complicated than I thought, and I think it's a good thing to change your mind, because you grow, and it shows that you're at least trying. I don't know. I find myself more motivated by feelings than cold data, I think. That said, I'd be lying if I wasn't stubborn, so sometimes that's not enough either. Alright, we're down to the last one. Some people like to say life is a game. You've heard that before, right? So, if you could add one rule to the game of life, what would it be? Here we go again. That deeper current in the ocean. The strong aren't allowed to use their power to oppress the weak. Everyone has to be honest with each other. No more lies or secret agendas. My only rule is there shouldn't be any rules. And I'm thinking that's what Amar would pick. I would say the strong aren't allowed to use their power to oppress the weak, but if everyone's honest with each other, usually in the end, advancements are made to level out strength in a lot of ways, and where you get really big imbalances of power, there's usually been lies and secret agendas to tear that stability apart and make others pictorially stronger. So no more lies or secret agendas. Well, I agree most times being honest is best. I tend to be pretty open and honest myself. But is it true that that lies are always a bad thing? No, but if I had to pick those choices, that's what I would pick. I think you have to give people a little leeway with the truth for everyone's own good, but that's just me. Okay, that's it. That's all the questions I got for you. Don't you feel like we know each other so much better now? Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying your time in the forest so far. I've always loved it here. Sometimes it even feels like it's all I've ever known. I'm sure that can't be, but nothing else sticks in my mind like this place, you know? I know what you mean. I woke up in a cavern not long ago and I can't remember anything from before. Wow, how mysterious. Thanks for sharing that with me. I wonder if maybe your memories are all locked away in your head somewhere, waiting to be found. Maybe I have some hidden memories too. That's an interesting thought. What's your earliest memory? Let's see. I think the first thing I can remember is the forest. Guess I'm pretty lucky considering how beautiful it is. Take all the lush vegetation. I bet there's nothing like it anywhere else in the ocean. The kelp's always a lovely sight, swaying in the water. And the way the light filters down, turning green and gold as it goes through the leaves. It's enough to bring all sorts of folks to the forest. And believe me, they know how to have a good time. Yep, as much as I love to relax, I can never turn down a good party. And there's no shortage of them here. Huge schools of fish in every color you can imagine. Everyone swimming and dancing and eating their fill. Speaking of which, the food. It's to die for here in the forest. Every kind of soft, crunchy, savory, sweet morsel you could want. You mean the fish? Yeah, there we go. Oysters, mussels, snails, crabs, and sea urchins. I'm telling ya, those break-dancing crabs need to watch out. Yep, I eat a lot of critters around here, and not just because they're so tasty. All the little kelp devourers would eat the whole forest if I wasn't here to keep them in line. Just like a real-life otter. It's an important job, but it's also a simple, relaxing one, and I love doing it. Sounds like you've got the ideal lifestyle to me. It might be easy now, but what if things get more difficult? What would you do then? Depends on how difficult. I could probably work a little harder than I do now, but in the end, I'm not looking for a tough life, friend. What am I supposed to do if some kind of disaster happens in the forest? I'd probably just hide and wait for it to be over. This is the place you love most. Even if it's hard or scary, don't you want to protect it? Look, I'm not interested in messing with the natural order or getting in anyone's way. I just want to keep on living in this world, even if it's not perfect. Can we talk about something else? Okay. So let's see. Have you seen the big pod in Moss Cavern? I have heard Ketri and— oh, that's right, we do have a goal of saying that. Well, I mean, look. The twins and I had fun in the past. They like games, they laugh at my jokes, and it's not like they're whiny or anything. But they're kind of a lot to handle, you know? Ketri's always brooding, and SD has a nasty habit of exploding over things that don't really matter. I've had enough of all that, friend. Sorry, can't do. Don't you think they need a friend? Yeah, you're right, they do. To be honest, I never felt like I'd be able to help them much. But I guess that doesn't mean I should just give up. Okay, I'll invite them to the Kelp Forest and see how it goes. I think they'd like the place. Sounds good. Let's see. I think you should go see them in the Coral Reef. You don't get out enough, buddy. They probably need to get out of that cave. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll go pay them a visit soon and escort them back here then. And thanks for mentioning that the twins missed me. I don't think I'd have felt like doing this otherwise. Yay! We got something else unlocked too. Anytime, Amar. Alright, so... wow! Alright guys, before you go, have you ever been out to Moss Cavern? It's that dark place full of green fuzzy stuff and growing crystals. Ever seen the big pot out there? Yep. And this might sound crazy, but I've heard something inside talking to me. But not out loud, only in my head. It was Lucha. Whoa. Huh, that's not what I thought that's not what I would have expected. So a larva, huh? They're supposed to grow into something else eventually, right? Well, let me know if you find out more about it, friend. I'm all curious now. See you around. Alright, so I think we've taken care of that now. And all I'm really left with is wondering, we have 2 more places to go. And I'm pretty curious. So we've been to Eel Kingdom, we've been to Coral Reef, we've been to Moss Cavern. Maybe it's time to return to Eel and talk to him and see what we're supposed to do from here. Also, maybe this spirly thing, this spiral— whee! It shot us straight up into the last memory. Oh, good instinct, Seri. Good job. I thought for sure something had to be somewhere there. Finally, the last chapter in the Kelp Forest. Unanswered questions. There's a secret place in this world where mortals are sent. They go because they've broken the Creator's rules one too many times, and they don't come back. They do a different kind of work there. The Creator won't tell me any more than this. Tomes of the past. We have more to discover. Alright, friends. Onwards to the next adventure.